Hi there, Jeff here from the Wetsuit Centre, talking to you today about the Rip Curl Dawn Patrol Ladies 5-3 Winter Wetsuit for 2014 into 2015, so the current stock of suit that we have. The Rip Curl Dawn Patrol is changing quite a lot. It's the go-to suit for ladies for a winter wetsuit from Rip Curl. It's kind of it used to be the entry-level suit, so the cheapest wetsuit that they do. It's kind of shifted a bit further up the chain with all the new technology that's come into it, and the Omega has taken over sort of like a more basic, cheap wetsuit. Having said that, it's still really well priced, the Dawn Patrol, but the biggest difference, biggest evolution in this suit is the introduction of full stretch and E4 neoprene through the suit. In terms of sort of last year and this year in terms of technology, it's not a huge amount of difference, but the actual cut of the wetsuit is completely different from last year, where it was sort of like a smooth skin panel last year and quite sort of different cut. This year they've dropped a lot of that and they've gone for more kind of retro styling, and the suit itself, in terms of the technology, the actual neoprene it's made of is the same, and the thermal lining is still the same, the stitching and the seams, but it's a completely different sort of cut to the suit. What they've done is kind of a bit more old school, a bit more kind of sort of fashion orientated, look orientated on the suit, I guess. And what they've done is gone for one big panel of neoprene right the way through the front, where you used to have the smooth skin mesh on the front of the suit. That's been dropped in favour of a sort of like a seamless front part of the suit. The idea that it's going to be more comfortable for a lady's figure, and it's going to sit better against the body and feel a bit better and more flexible in the water. And that's the same around the back as well. Drop the smooth skin, one big panel which runs right down the back to the lumbar region, and then from the bum straight down. It's all about comfort and flexibility and feel, basically. So you get these long side panels, basically, which will lock into the side of the suit and make you feel a bit better and hug the hips a little bit better. So the idea being that the seams and the shape of the suit is going to fit a lady's shape a little bit better and feel better in the water. So they've dropped the smooth skin mesh. How that will affect in terms of taking off the actual, taking off the smooth skin mesh in terms of the wind penetration into the suit, then it's up for debate, basically, because that smooth skin material does protect you from wind coming to the suit. So they've dropped that, but I guess with the thermal lining side of the suit and the quality of the neoprene, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. And it's all about comfort. If the suit's comfortable and fits better, then it's going to feel better anyway. So that's the difference between last year and this year. But in terms of the actual suit, the suit itself is 100% full stretch. So full stretch neoprene the whole way through. That really soft, high grade of neoprene runs the right way from top to the bottom of the suit. A couple of years ago it used to be just the upper body, but now it's full stretch. And another bonus, in the top end of the suit, around the arms and underarms, you get the E4 neoprene. The E4 neoprene is Rip Curl's newest neoprene, which is very lightweight, and it's less absorbent and more lightweight than E3, the previous neoprene, and so that will give you even more stretch and flexibility in the suit. You can see in the upper body there, it's really, really flexible. So, different look to the suit. I don't know what people will think of this particular suit. I think it looks nice, kind of retro. You've got different panels, different colours, and one long back panel through the centre, and then you've also got the old school sort of Rip Curl logo, so a bit more of a retro feel to the suit, and I think it looks really nice. In terms of the thickness, it's a 5-3, so you get 5mm on the lower body and the legs, where you need a bit more thickness, and it's going to keep you nice and warm. That runs right the way through, and then under the arms and over the sort of arms and down to the wrists, you get that sort of 3mm, which is going to give more flexibility and movement and make it easier to get on and off. The seams itself are GBS seams, which you'd expect in every winter wetsuit these days, and basically stitched on the outside, and on the inside they're then glued, and then over the critical areas where you might get a little bit more damage, to just tape them as well with the E4 taping, which is nice and flat against the skin, and it's going to mean that you're not going to get any sort of abrasions and too rough against your skin there. So it's a nice wetsuit from the outside. You've got the Duraflex knee pads on the knees, stop any wear and tear through the knees. You're going to get a longer shelf life out of the suit as well. Okay, and as I said before, all the seam placement and everything is carefully thought about to make sure that it doesn't restrict the movement of the body in any shape or form. It's a back zip, okay, so you get the zip running across the back of the wetsuit there. With this suit you get a back panel, which I'll show you when I open up the suit as well. You get the lanyard which pulls it down, goes down a fair way, so it makes the suit easy to get in and out of. And then it basically opens up, and then you've got the adjustable Velcro collar just to get it to the right tightness around your neck. Okay, and then beneath this, then you've got the back panel, which comes up nice and high, right to the back, and means that any water that does come in through the zip or through the collar, instead of going into the wetsuit, meets the back panel and then is drained out the bottom and stops it going directly against your skin. And then there's a lining on the inside of this back panel, which is a definite big bonus to the wetsuit and something fairly new, is the quick dry thermal lining. Now when I turn the suit inside out, you'll be able to see this better, but basically it's back chromed polypro, which is a material which insulates you. So rather than heat being lost through your core and out through the wet neoprene, which does happen gradually, this will help insulate you a little bit better. They place it around the kidneys to keep your kidneys nice and warm and your back nice and warm. And it also dries within 15 minutes because it's kind of like a fluffy, non-absorbent material. Okay, so it does a good job of insulating you and keeping you nice and making the suit dry a bit quicker. Okay, but that's only around the back panel with this suit, but still fantastic for a suit of this cost. Back zip, then you've got the roll neck collar, which is basically two pieces of neoprene put together. You get the smooth skin piece on the inside that sticks against your neck, allowing the outside piece to move freely so it doesn't rub up and down against your neck, causing abrasions and chafing. But also it's a bit better at sticking to your neck and stopping flush throughs in the wetsuit as well. So it's a nice little touch. So everything going on the outside of the suit, what I'll do is I'll turn it inside out. You can have a little look on the inside of the suit and see what kind of technology you get for your money. Okay, so here we have the inside of the ladies' Rip Curl Dawn Patrol. Definitely worth turning inside out because you can see kind of like a lot of different colours here which will indicate the different technologies within the wetsuit. So the grey panelling is the more standard ultra stretch neoprene. So we talked about before, you get two grades of neoprene. It's all ultra stretch, but the E4 is the really, really lightweight stuff. So with the ladies' Dawn Patrol, you get that sort of standard stuff right the way through the middle, still full stretch, still really, really soft to the touch. And then you get the E4 black neoprene under the arms, which is going to give you loads of flexibility over the shoulders and down the sides of the suit where you have most dynamic range of movement basically, so it's a nice little touch. Thing I'm really impressed about when I turn the suit inside out actually is the amount of E4 taping through the suit, which really, as I say, just seals the wetsuit, stops water coming through, reinforces the seams, and it does feel nice and flat against the skin. Previous years you just got that around the chest panel and a few places on the wetsuit, but this year it's running through pretty much like 90% of the suit, I'd say. All the way through you get that E4 taping, so you're getting more and more for your money every year. Flash dry lining, so as I said before, you get the back panel which comes up there, and that whole back panel is that nice fluffy fleecy material which is going to do a lot to keep you nice and warm. So that's basically everything going on inside the suit. Definitely a Wetsuit Centre recommendation every year. Really impressed with the look and feel of the suit this year, and I think that it's going to feel great in the water when you're actually sort of using it. So definitely a Wetsuit Centre recommendation.